of Lionel Messi. But I begin with a very personal question.
Probably similar, I don't know.
Do you have more pounds in the bank or more?
I'm just trying to work out how Wayne Rooney could hate you even more, and probably that's the answer.
It's a good question.
Not only him.
Probably similar, I don't know.
Probably similar.
But it's good. It's good.
I'm just trying to
be
work
still
out how
number
Wayne
one.
Rooney could hate you even more, and probably that's the answer.
Well, not only him. Imagine the rest of the rats, they're going to criticize me too. But it's good. It's good to be still number one. If you see make something that make me happy too. If you see Forbes magazine every year, I'm on top of the list. So it's not by coincidence too.
But knowing you, it's not the money so much. It's just you want to be at the top.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what I think. What drives you? Someone said to me, "What drives Cristiano Ronaldo?"
Let's be honest. The last years, the football changed.
Exactly.
I see football now as a business, to be honest. Sometimes Georgian have expression I don't understand. They treat you players like a piece of meat.
I see
I
football
say, yes,
now as a
you
business.
say everything. It's true. When they want you, when they count with you, they give you everything. When they don't, they try to make a hard life to you. I see football the last years as a business. I saw many things that I'm disappointing. The passion for the game still intact, but in the same way, I saw other things as well, which surprised me, but in the same way, it's part of the business, because if you see the world, how it is in the moment, it's all business. Everyone take on itself, everyone, they are more individual.
Well, you become a commodity, don't you? Where if you can sell a record number of shirts in 24 hours, great, right? But if suddenly the team isn't performing well and they need someone to blame, it looks to me like at Manchester United, the default position is it's got to be Cristiano's fault.
Exactly, it's always my fault. The problem's always me. I look like I'm the black sheep, which is I don't like. If you do it good or if you do bad, they're always going to find some criticize. Even in the national team, the last 3 months, as I told you before, the criticism was so bad. I mean, not only in football way, but professional and family way as well, which surprised me a lot. Looked like I was a bad guy, which is not true. People have to listen from my mouth the facts as well. This is why I give this interview, because I think it's the right time to speak out of my mind, which is what they say the last 4 or 5 months is completely garbage. I'm not going to say 100%, but 99% it was garbage. People say false things or lie things.
Which things have annoyed you the most?
Family issues.
I want to talk about one in particular on that, which is when you were late back for the pre-season training.
Which things have annoyed you the most?
A lot of speculation, because you said several weeks before that you wanted to play Champions League football and that you were maybe looking for another option because it didn't look like United would get to play Champions League.
Let's make by points, for example, the pre-season moment, and after you mentioned
and that you were maybe looking for
new clubs or the interesting. For example, the pre-season, I had a very bad, which is I don't say nobody. The people who surround me, they saw, friends, and even my mom. I had some problems in vacation. That my young daughter, they have a little problem. They have bronchitis, which is
bronchitis.
Bronchitis, yes.
Your little baby, though.
Yes, I was in Mallorca in holidays and she stayed 1 week in hospital, which was, you know, you don't enjoy a lot the vacation.
And after what had happened, so worried.
Exactly, and the people make up histories that they say that I don't want to go travel. Piers, people have to understand that I'm human being. I'm always going to be in my side of my family. I'm not negotiate nothing behind that. You understand? And I even have the letters from the hospital, the feedback of the health of Bella, which is I'm not showing nobody. Nobody asked me. I keep for me. People forget that I'm a human being, that I passed through a difficult moment.
The feedback of the health of Bella, which is I'm not showing nobody. believe that something going wrong, which is make me feel
You must
bad.
have been worried sick.
I was very worried.
Lost your baby son, and now your baby daughter's in the hospital.
They believe it, but in the same way
and you must have been absolutely.
I spoke with the directive of
and
the president of Manchester United, and then
my family
kind of that didn't believe that something going wrong, which is make me feel bad.
Really?
And it's something that really hurt me because they doubt of
they
my
believe
words,
it, but in the same way they are there.
Especially
and never
is
ever going to change the health of my family for the football. Never.
And
now,
I didn't go to the pre-seasons because of that.
10 years
I didn't
behind or forward, and it's something that really hurt me because they doubt of my words that
I think it wasn't
I struggle,
to left my family
especially
for a
Bell and
this is
Gio.
why I didn't
we
go.
had 1 week in hospital because the
would,
Bell have a big problem.
Didn't believe a story like that. That would.
And I didn't go to the pre-seasons because of that, because I didn't
I'm not
was allowed to left my family if something happened to do it the pre-season, because I think it wasn't not fair to left my family for a pre-season. This is why I didn't go.
Everyone.
I mean, that would, if my employer didn't believe a story like that would.
They don't care about.
I'd be so angry.
Your moments.
Because everyone, I'm not mentioning only in that Manchester way.
They want you.
That in the world, especially in the football world,
family problems,
they are very individual.
But
everyone,
in general,
everyone on look for themselves or himself. They don't care about
WorldCup now.
your moments, your struggle moments, your issues, family problems.
After 3-4 days,
they want you. They want you. Doesn't matter.
It's
your family problems. I don't mean Manchester, but in general.
Be with your family.
As I told you before, the football goes so fast. You have many competitions, many games, pre-season, World Cup now. Listen, you have left. You have 1 game. After 3-4 days, you have to be in the national team. Preparation for the World Cup. It's hard. Sometimes you have to sell everything and, be with your family. Take the best decisions, and in this summer I didn't feel comfortable. I feel uncomfortable the way they treat me, especially the press. They doubt about me, the professional that I am. It's impossible to be 21 in the top of the game if you're not professional. They doubt about me, which is make me feel very sad, because in my life I'm always one of the best professionals. This is why I still play in the high level.
Happy it was reported. What's the truth?
You play in a pre-season friendly,
I will be honest with you.
Leave the ground early with several other players, and there's another huge fuss about
maybe
this.
no, I don't know. It's difficult.
What was the truth about that? Had you got permission to go? Do you wish you hadn't left early now? Ten Hag wasn't happy. It was reported.
But in the same way, I felt.
Yes, I will be honest with you.
Not allowed for me.
It's something that I regret to left from the stadium, probably, or maybe no. I don't know. It's difficult
what I can give to the teams
to tell you 100%.
The Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm talking about in pre-season.
But let's say I regret.
Where you left the ground.
But in the same way, I felt provoked
right, so
by the coach. I'm not allowed for me. A coach to put me 3 minutes in a game. Sorry,
I don't understand
I'm
why
not that kind of player. I know what I can give to the teams.
You're talking about the Tottenham thing.
The Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm talking about in pre-season. There was a friendly
in that game.
Where you left the ground with several other
me
players.
and 8 players.
Right. So
but they mention only my name.
Yeah.
I completely understand. Okay, it's done.
Everyone do that.
To the coach,
I don't understand why they mention only about high value kind of game. Last year, many players do it the same. In that game, 8 players do it the same. So, but they only speak about the black sheep. I completely understand. Okay, it's done. I apologize to the coach, and for me, the chapter was.
Coming next, Ronaldo claims he's being forced out of Manchester
Coming next, Ronaldo.
I'm sure you know that airline companies usually sell more tickets than the available seats. They do so by leveraging the capabilities of data.
It seemed to me that right from the start, Ten Hag wanted to show you who the boss was. That he dropped you, he benched you, he mucked you around, he talked about you in the press, Were you getting that feeling? I mean, did you feel that?
The feeling, he always mentioned to me that I didn't need the preseason, so I should wait for my opportunity. I really understand. I should, well, okay, I understand. But I'm not going to give you points, but he don't do it the same procediment to every players. I'm not going to mention players, but they don't do it the same way. Second, I understand that becoming a new job, Manchester was so bad the last 5 years that they should clean the house, let's say in that way. But the way they approach, the way the press make this so big, it's because probably the communication wasn't the best. But I really understand in the beginning, because I didn't do the preseason, I don't start to play. But going more further than that, other things happen that people don't know.
This is Piers Morgan Uncensored. Coming up, revelations from Ronaldo. Football's biggest superstar gives his blistering verdict on life at Manchester United.
From London, this is Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Welcome to the special edition of Piers Morgan Uncensored. In the next hour, Cristiano Ronaldo turns up the heat. He sensationally reveals he has no respect for his current manager. He calls out Manchester United's owners, the Glazers. He talks candidly about his future at Old Trafford and the World Cup in Qatar. He even reveals his retirement plans and what he thinks of Lionel Messi. But I begin with a very personal question.
I felt insulted.
Do you have more pounds in the bank or more Instagram
If you're
followers?
losing this badly and you've got the greatest player of all time sitting,
It's a good question.
give him
Probably similar. I don't know. Probably similar.
I'm just trying to work out how Wayne Rooney could hate you even more, and probably that's the answer.
Well, not only him. Imagine the rest of the rats. They're gonna criticize me too. But it's good. It's good to be still number one. If you see something that make me happy too. If you see Forbes magazine every year, I'm at the top of the list. So it's not by coincidence too.
But knowing you, it's not the money so much. It's just you want to be at the top, right? I mean, that's what I think. What drives you? Someone said to me, "What drives Cristiano Ronaldo?" I don't think it's money. I think it's being the best. Beating people. It's that competitive streak.
The records, the adrenaline. But Piers, let's be honest. The last years, the football changed. I see football now as a business, to be honest. Sometimes Georgina have expression that I don't understand. They treat you players like a piece of meat. I say yes. You say everything. It's true. When they want you, when they count with you, they give you everything. When they don't, they try to make a hard life to you. I see football, Piers, the last years as a business. I saw many things that I'm disappointed. The passion for the game still intact, but in the same way, I saw other things as well, which is surprised me, but in the same way, it's part of the business, because if you see the world, how it is in the moment, it's all business. Everyone takes on itself. They are more individual.
Well, you become a commodity then, where if you can sell record number of shirts in 24 hours, great, right? But if suddenly the team isn't performing well and they need someone to blame, it looks to me like at Manchester United, the default position is it's got to be Cristiano.
Exactly, it's always my fault. The problem is always me. I look like I'm the black sheep, which is I don't like. If you do it good or if you do bad, they're always going to find some criticize. Even in the national team, the last 3 months, as I told you before, the criticize was so bad. I mean, not only in football way, but professional and family way as well, which surprised me a lot. Look like I was a bad guy, which is not true. People have to listen from my mouth the facts as well. This is why I give this interview, because I think it's the right time to speak out of my mind, which is what they say the last 4 or 5 months is completely garbage. I'm not going to say 100%, but 99% it was garbage. People say false things or a lie.
I mean, when you look back at that, I guess my question would be, you've always been very...
The more you practice, you are able to make your skills better, and with the right
Do you wish, with hindsight, you hadn't done that and handled it a different way?
Probably. I regret to left the stadium.
Yeah.
But I was, as I told the Piers before, I didn't felt that he had respect for me to put me on 3 minutes after the issues that we had before. I was
kind of instructions. There is nothing to stop you. Just like Udemy, a leading online learning platform that has courses from some of the best instructors giving you.
With any club, with any coach, and they suspend me 3 days, which is I felt a lot, and it was.
This is Piers Morgan Uncensored. Coming up, revelations from Ronaldo. Football's biggest superstar gives his blistering verdict on life at Manchester United.
From London, this is Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Welcome to the special edition of Piers Morgan Uncensored. In the next hour, Cristiano Ronaldo turns up the heat. He sensationally reveals he has no respect for his current manager. He calls out Manchester United's owners, the Glazers. He talks candidly about his future at Old Trafford and the World Cup in Qatar. He even reveals his retirement plans and what he thinks of Lionel Messi. But I begin with a very personal question.
Do you have more pounds in the bank or more Instagram followers?